Okay, coming back at you. Gonna go over briefly the first dream of Dora, then briefly the second dream of Dora in a second video, and then a final video about the afterword and the conclusion. Okay, so let's just look briefly at this dream. But again, Freud wrote this book in a way, kind of the way Marx and Engels published the Communist Manifesto. It's meant to make manifest in a practical manner, in a practical example, his concepts and how they are used in treatment and help patients. Okay, and Freud did not initially, when he began, seeing patients in the 1890s and 1880s and developing what one of the early patients called the quote-unquote talking cure, where the patient just talks, and that seems to, he didn't initially talk about dreams systematically like this. They tried other things. One major thing was hypnosis, which he had gotten from Charcot and Breuer, the guy he wrote his famous early book Studies in Hysteria with. The problem with hypnosis was that you could make the unconscious manifest, and you could eliminate symptoms, and you could have patients really talk clearly about what was wrong with them, but all under hypnosis. So as soon as you snapped them out of it, they were like, what? And it led to this dependency on the doctor, okay? And it was ripe for abuse. So dreams were some sort of in between that extreme of being fully unconscious while awake and then trying to talk about something you can't access directly. The information you're trying to access but can't get to in consciousness, it's there in a coded puzzle way in your dreams, okay? So, and Freud had written a book published in 1899, 1900 called Interpretation of Dreams that goes over all this very clearly and often refers to his patients, but he'd never really done a case study before this, okay? And so he's going over this in part to show you, okay, you got this patient, she's clearly sick, she's threatening suicide, her family situation's all fucked up, her parents don't love her, love each other, her dad has a mistress, her dad's mistress's husband is into her, she's teenage girl. I mean, it's not unheard of for a teenage girl to have an older husband, I suppose, especially traditionally, but her life's a mess. Okay. And the way to the cure for Freud is to go into the dark, into the night, into the dream work, okay? Into the dreams that are haunting her. Because in those dreams are what she really wants unconsciously, okay? And this first one, what she wants is to return to childhood, to regression to love of her father, away from RK and back to her dad, all right? So I'm going to read at the beginning here on page 54, but in any edition, first dream, I'll just read from the beginning here. Just as we had the prospect of casting light on an obscure part of Dora's childhood,